And we're live.
We're live. Oh, I just said to Mary, the sausage dog's probably going to try and jump on her lap, and she just did, literally, as we...
So we may have a few guests joining us today.
You're all going to meet little Indy. So hello, everyone. My name is Caitlyn.
Oh, and I'm Mary.
That's where Mary's meant to be like, and my name is Mary.
You guys all know who I am. Can you hear us all right, Jess and Rosalind? Just give us a thumbs up or like a comment if you can. Just want to make sure that the sound is working. And
guys, as you jump on, say hello, say where you're from. I won't know a lot of you because we're doing this through Mary's Facebook, but we hope you're all having a beautiful Saturday. And listen, Mary and I just wanted to pop by and have a really real and I guess raw and honest chat about the profession that we're both involved in, one that has really just allowed us to completely change our lives, first physically, and now financially, and one that is just empowering thousands and thousands of women all around the world just to take control of their lives. So we really wanted to speak to you about that.
We're going to debunk some stuff too.
We are. We're going to debunk a lot of stuff. And we're going to speak a lot about residual income and what residual income means. So,
and why it's so important that women understand it and understand how to create it. I'm just so excited to get into it. I won't give everything away straight away, but we promised to keep this to about 30 minutes. So grab a cuppa. What have I got? I've got my e-shot, my water bottle. I'm all set. So
I have a sausage dog. If you know me, you know I love my sausage dog. So listen, for me, this amazing journey started about 4.5 years ago, which is crazy, isn't that just
time
crazy?
Goes by when you're having a lot of fun.
It does. And I initially just started for my health. I really wanted to take control of my health. But when I did that with these amazing products, I quickly realized that there was such a bigger opportunity at play. And that was the profession of network marketing, the concept of residual income. And I really just got to work. So for me, what happened is I used the products. I had amazing results. I'm not going to go into my health story, but I did lose 11 kilos. I got my energy back.
That's amazing.
I really just completely transformed my health and my body. So my belief was there for the products, and everyone started asking me what I was doing. And so the business really was very organic for me. Of course, I wanted to share something that had changed my life in such a big way. So I remember I shared the products with 2 people from work. The following week, I was paid $370 for doing that. And that's really, and that's when my mind was just opened up to a whole new world. I just thought, well, I love these products. I've just been paid for sharing something I love. So this is really something that could completely change my life. I was working full-time as a registered nurse, and while I liked nursing, I was burnt out, I was exhausted. I did not see myself working for 40 hours a week for 40 years. I just didn't see myself doing that. So I really saw this as a way out to that, and a way where I could impact more people than I ever could as a nurse. So over the past 4.5 years, I've really just got to work, and I just believe more than ever that women owe it to themselves to have a look at this profession and this industry, and that there's so much more to going to work day in, day out in a job that doesn't light us up. There's so much more than being told that, we have 4 weeks annual leave a year. We're allowed 4 weeks annual leave a year. And there's so much more than being told, that we're worth X amount of dollars per hour or per year. And that's why I'm just obsessed with network marketing, and we're really going to delve into that. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. And we're going to keep it to a general sense as well. Don't stress. It'll obviously be applicable to other network marketing businesses. And we're just going to really share our experience. But it's so similar to Caitlyn in that I fell in love with how fantastic I was feeling on these products, and I was taking them for so long. But this is the thing, you can't predict what happens in your life. And I've always been a hard worker. There have been many years of my life where I've worked more than 2 jobs. At one point, I was studying full-time and working 3 jobs. My hubby actually had to intervene and say, back off, there needs to be time for life. But I've just always been a hard worker and a hustler. If there's something I've wanted, I've put my head down and sacrificed to be able to get to that goal that I'm aiming for. But I always thought that I had to exchange time for money. That was the only way I knew how to actually make an income, or, save up for that amazing holiday, or take 6 weeks off and travel Europe. That was just all I was told. And I can't believe that residual income is not even touched on or spoken about in schools. And I guess that fuels my passion right now. But how I stumbled into it, I wasn't like actively looking for it. I didn't know it existed. I didn't know how to create it. I didn't even know what it meant. But I fell in love with these products and they changed my health, and my belief there and my love for them was what really drove me to share it and help other people on the program. But like I said before, you can't predict what happens in life. And Danny and I was in my final year of becoming a teacher. It was a very stressful year for many reasons other than just my studies. But what people didn't know is that my husband was in a really dark place with his job. It was taking a massive toll on his mental health. It was taking a massive toll on the stress in our household financially and also in our relationship. And I got a call one day and he was like, babe, I just walked in and resigned. And my first instinct wasn't, shit, what are we going to do? It was actually like, your mental health is my number one priority. I'm backing you up on this. Like, we will find a way. It doesn't matter. Like, that is more important to me than anything. And then the next thing was, holy shit, what are we going to do? And then I knew one thing. For sure was that I didn't want to jeopardize my health. It's one of my highest values. So my beautiful coach, she was posting all these photos of working on the beach on a laptop, and she was location free. And it was as if she wasn't checking into a job, like where she had to do a set amount of hours. She was just, helping people like we all do it every single day. So I messaged her and I was like, babe, I can't stop taking these products. We have no income. What is it? Because I knew that we were getting little bits of money on the side, like every week that we'd shared it with someone, we're getting deposits in our bank. And I was like, okay, so if this is happening without thinking about it, I need to know more about it. So I then educated myself on what network marketing was. And to be honest, I kind of thought it was like that profession where you had to knock on doors or hand out pamphlets or harass your friends and family. And I just didn't, I don't know, it just felt icky. Like my assumptions for network marketing were icky, gross kind of attitude. But what I found was that it was such an organic profession that you guys all do every single day. Like if you've shared or recommended your hairdresser, which I have, or you've, shared an amazing real estate agent, or you've shared an amazing personal trainer, or you've shared a beauty product that's worked really well for you, or you've, shared an amazing restaurant experience that you've gone to. Like we do it every single day. And
every day. And I think that's the thing that people forget. With what we do, it's just amazing health products attached to a really amazing referral system. Yeah.
And so I got to work. I actually had no choice. And thank God our company provides free training and tools and systems. And I was coached by an incredible woman. I was able to get us out of that financial hole and relieve that stress in our lives. And, fast forward, I've been doing this now for 5 years. It's gone really, really quick. But, now we're on a multiple six-figure income. I'm working around my life instead of my life being lived around my work. I'm working alongside my daughter. I'm working alongside incredible women like Caitlyn and so many other people who are jumping on right now. And, it's just given me the ability to take complete control over my life financially. And as a woman, we all get to that point in the road where something will happen. Either a family member gets sick, or we fall pregnant and we don't have a great pregnancy, or we have a baby and we're like, I don't want to go back to work, but I want to earn and I want to be home with my child. Or you just don't know what could happen. Someone could lose a job. And
anything.
Yeah, and that's really something I want to share with people, because so many people don't take this profession very seriously, or they don't realize the potential that there is for it. So,
and you guys, we're just here to show you that if you want more, there is more. This is how Mary and I have found our more. And network marketing is just the most amazing vehicle for women, whether you're wanting to earn an extra $200 a week, whether you're wanting to replace your mortgage, whether you're wanting to partially replace your income, fully replace your income, double your income. It's all possible with this amazing industry, and of course lots of hard work. And Mary was my angel. Mary met me in a cafe as a complete stranger 4.5 years ago, and she drew out for me how I could get paid Do you remember? Like, she drew out for me how I could earn money for sharing products that I already loved, and my mind was just completely blown. And I remember it, I'll never forget, I asked you, I was bold enough to ask you how much you were earning per week at that time, and this was 4.5 years ago. And I remember you were earning about $1,200 a fortnight, and that just completely blew my mind. That was half as much as I was earning as a nurse, and I just thought, oh my goodness, like, can I really earn that kind of money from sharing something I love? And the rest has really been history since then.
I know. So, and I think the thing is that life changes. Like, I've since had a baby, and my pregnancy was not fantastic.
It wasn't. I can vouch for that.
It kicked my ass. Loved it. Kicked my ass. I didn't feel great. And my business did take a little bit of a back step, and that was great, but I still got paid. Then I took completely 5 months, a month before I gave birth, and then 4 months after, of not touching work. And I still got paid. Like, our business still worked and ran itself, and that's residual income. So we're going to get into what residual income is. What's your definition of it?
So look, for me, I like to keep it really simple, and residual income is just getting paid over and over and over again for doing that one thing once. So we look at the people around the world that are earning residual income, and typically it's royalties. So you get, your singers, your book writers, so your authors, all these people, they write the book once, they sing the song, they record the song once, and they continue to get paid over and over again as it's sold. And so essentially, people say, what do you do, Caitlyn? How do you earn money with Isagenix? And it's just, I share products with people I love, and then I help those people do the same. And for some people, that's just earning a couple of $100 a week, and for some people, that's a lot more. So essentially, you build up this huge, or it's going to be small in the beginning, network of people, and the more people you add to your network, and the more people you help, the more you earn.
And that's the other thing, is that someone's having a little bark. He wants to make his debut. But I'm not creative. And I know that there's so many people out there. We're not movie stars. We're not social celebrities. We may not have huge followings that we can, recommend just one random product and get like $1,000 or something. We're not all amazing artists. But residual income is a way for the average everyday person to generate wealth. Like, you don't need money to get started and build it. Passive income, you need money to create more money. Residual income, you can literally start with nothing and build it. And that's what I mean by it's an appreciating income, an income appreciating asset. Like, it grows, and that's the other thing. People may underestimate what they're going to earn in the first year. No, overestimate what they're going to earn in the first year, but completely underestimate what they earn in the third, fourth, fifth, or sixth year. And that's the thing with our products, that we're very blessed with our company, is that it's a lifestyle product. Like, where we eat it, we consume it. It's not an additional. It's like something it fills a void that, we would be spending money elsewhere. We just divert it to this, and we continue to use it. And that's the thing. People will continue to order time and time again because they want to invest in their health and maintain their health. So that's how it works. But why, I guess people wonder, I want to kind of get across to you that at one point in your life, you're going to need residual income. You can't.
Such a blessing.
Yeah, you can't live in a bubble and think that life isn't going to throw you curveballs. You may get sick. You may need to take time off to care for someone. You may, like us, a job, an income stream may completely disappear. You may have a pregnancy that you can't work. I've had multiple women in my team who have literally fallen pregnant and then not physically being able to go to work because of how crook they are. But that's why you need residual income. So, and I'm so glad you touched on it before, that you can do this as a side hustle to,
it's such a side hustle.
And to be that backup plan.
That's probably the biggest misconception about what we do. And we're going to touch on some of the biggest myths that people, think that you need 10 hours a day to build a network marketing business, and it's so not true. This is something
do it in an hour a day.
Build in the pockets of your life and create substantial results in those pockets from being really productive and doing the right things. So
yeah. So we're going to go into the next topic, how do you even start in network marketing? How do you find something that's going to gel with you, because you know what, like most of you will probably know what company we are with, but I guess I want to give you guys some guidelines of how to create it in alignment with you. And the first thing is identifying something that you're passionate about. Now, she's a nurse. I came from a teaching background. We both love helping people, and we're both, one of my highest values is health. Is health up there for you?
100%.
Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of been a win-win. You've got to partner with your highest values and your passions. So if health is that, then our company is incredible. But if it's something like beauty or cleaning, or I don't know, whatever vibes with you, it's important to be passionate about it and about the solutions that it provides. So, but the next one is, you know, making sure that the product, or well, mainly the product that you're promoting and you're sharing with people, is one that offers real value. It makes a difference. It creates benefit for people. But my biggest tip is make sure that it's recession proof. So I tend to recommend, if you're looking for a network marketing company, go for something that is a consumable product that isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.
So like Mary was saying, with the products we use, they replace a large portion of, or a moderate portion of our food. So for example, I have a smoothie every day for breakfast, so that replaces my breakfast. I might have another one as a snack later in the afternoon, so that replaces the snack. I take in vitamins and minerals morning and night. I was spending thousands of dollars at a naturopath previous, just trying to get on top of my health, so this replaces that. So regardless of, you know, if there was to come a time in Dave and I's life where we had very little money, we would still find a way to
we still have to eat.
Because we still have to eat. And I'm still always going to take vitamins, because I understand why we need to supplement for optimal health now. So it's just such a no-brainer. And I think on that note, you know, you need to pick a product that's genuinely, brain fart there, going to transform people's lives. There's so many network marketing companies out there, and look, there's lots of amazing network marketing companies, and I use other products from other network marketing companies, but for me, the product needs to transform people's lives. And to get messages from women every single week saying, thank you so much for sharing this with me. You know, I've lost 5 kilos. I've never felt this good. I've never had this much energy. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. It's amazing.
Yeah. And I think we speak to so many people who would do this even if they didn't get paid. And that's, I guess, a way to identify if you're aligned with the right company and it's aligned with your passions and values, is that, would you do it if you didn't get paid? And we would. Like, it's one of our biggest passions. So, but the other important thing to assess is, are you partnering with the right company and the right people? So, you know, a few things that I absolutely love is that if it's privately owned, that says a lot about the integrity, because a company is not going to be driven when it's a shareholder company. Unfortunately, the focus and the priority is getting a return for investors. So that's when quality starts to dwindle. And we have seen incredible companies that have offered incredible products, and then the products have gone downhill because suddenly it's publicly listed and the focus isn't on providing value, and they're cutting corners. Or
it's now about money. How much money can the company make, not how much can we help people? Yeah,
so that's important. Is your company debt free? That's important, because obviously that, you know, will be the foundation of growth. Is it a global opportunity? Can you divulge into other countries? We're opening, is it
16 countries now, soon to be
18. No, 18.
Soon to be 18.
Yeah, 2 more are opening up soon. But what I mean by partnering with the right people is that you need to connect with people who are committed to this profession. They're not doing it as a hobby. Like, we were just talking about this before, like, it's so frustrating that people don't take this profession seriously, and we get why, because there's so many hobbyists who aren't committed to doing this like the right way or for the long term. So, you know,
I love that. And I think what I'm so passionate about, and what I just really want every woman who I coach to understand, is this: if you apply yourself, and if you're consistent, and if you're committed, and you see this as a 3 to 5 year plan, and you know, you're having the conversations every day, and you're doing the things, and you're doing the skills which, you know, we teach you and you learn, and you've got that all for you to run on, you can build the biggest financial wall around your family and your life where you don't have to worry about money anymore. You don't have to worry about time. You don't have to worry about choice. These things become unlimited if you're willing to put in the work.
Yeah, that's so important. And also having a plan in place. Like, you know, in any profession you can go, like, you see it in a lot of professions. Like, you know, you need to have a plan for where you want to go and match your dreams and goals with that plan and those action steps. Like, you know, there's no one does anything when they're in a place of overwhelm or confusion, or they don't have the support. So it's very important to align with a company and a mentor that knows the tracks to run on. They're there, the support's there, the training is there, and it's free. Like, that is so important to be able to, like, come in and say, and I love this, I love talking to women who are like, this is the income I'd love to make or generate. And I can basically go, okay, how many hours a day have you got to invest in this? What's, you know, obviously that, and then basically reverse engineer. So there's the goal, and then we go from the goal, work backwards. What do we need to achieve there? Because there's systems, trainings, and steps to take to get to that goal. So you need to have a clear plan when you start with a network marketing company.
And you guys, this business is so easy to do, but it's also so easy not to do.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest
thing. And it's
thing.
not hard work. It just requires working hard.
And applying yourself. I love that. 4 in a row.
Yeah. Let's get into your favorite. Let's get into your favorite part. The myths and the misconceptions that people have about this profession.
Yeah.
So the first one that I get, and I'm sure you've had, is the person at the top makes all the money.
Yeah. So that's a really big one. I think people think, oh no, you know, we've left it too late. The market's saturated. The person at the top gets all the money, and it's just not true. And a really great example of that, I'm going to use our situation, is, so I came into the company after Mary, but if I apply myself more, if I help more people, if I help those people help more people, I can out-earn Mary times unlimited.
Well, you've out-earned the person who introduced you to Isogenics.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yeah.
So basically, Mary is classed as my upline, so she's a few in the network above me. But again, if I work hard enough and if I work smart enough, I can out-earn Mary. And so it's just not true. I can enroll someone tomorrow. Julia, let's say I enroll Julia tomorrow, and Julia can out-earn me, and I've been doing this for 5 years. So it is just not true, and there are so many examples in network marketing.
Well, in the top income earners in Australia and New Zealand, our number one income earner is Kylie, and she got started by, I think it's number 2 or number 3 of the income earners. So she's out-earned.
She's out-earned.
Like, you know,
her sponsor.
Yeah, so the person who introduced her to the products and the company, and I think people need to grasp that. But I see so many parallels. This is the thing. People throw this, they've got this assumption, but then they don't apply that to traditional,
I know,
like,
so
business structure. Like,
and have you guys ever thought, like, you are likely watching this if you're not in network marketing and you are working in an organization where the person at the top is getting the money, and that's the CEO. And you can never, ever, ever in the corporate world out-earn the CEO. And so people look at what we do and think, oh my God, you know, you're in a pyramid scheme, all the people at the money make the top, and it's just not the case at all. And
well, the biggest pyramid scheme is corporations and traditional work. Like, as a teacher, I could not out-earn my superior unless I replaced them.
Yeah,
I get that. That, I just didn't like that. That doesn't vibe with me. I don't want to go after someone's job because that's their livelihood. But that's the only way I'd be able to earn more. And that's crazy.
It's just so crazy. And I think another thing I love about network marketing, there's just so many things, but it's such a beautiful industry to be a part of, because we only succeed if we help other people succeed. And it's just not like that in the corporate world. It can be such a toxic dog-eat-dog world. And it's just not something that I ever wanted to be a part of. And so now to know that when I get paid every Tuesday, it really is a reflection. As cliche as it sounds, it's just the truth. It's a reflection of all the people I'm helping. And if I'm not helping people, I'm not earning money. And I just love that. That's really well aligned with me. So on that note, just to touch quickly on the whole pyramid scheme thing, because it's the biggest misconception about network.
Yeah, we need to get into that definition, because there's a legal term for what a pyramid scheme is.
It's just so crazy.
And they're illegal.
I'll never forget, I was very early into my journey, and I was out and about in Perth, and I had someone come up to me, and she's like, you know, so I used to nurse with her, and she said, so-and-so, you know, thinks you're writing this pyramid scheme and it's never going to work. And I just remember thinking, oh my goodness, is this really what people are thinking? Like, it's 2018, we need to wake up and realize that network marketing is a very, very legitimate business model, and we're going to touch on that. But it is not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes, Mary, I'll leave the definition to Mary because I feel like I'm speaking a lot about this. But what I will say about pyramid schemes is they are completely illegal in most countries in the world, definitely Australia, and 100% network marketing is...
Sorry, Dog City here.
The dogs are taking over. Network marketing is a legitimate business model. It is an industry. It is a profession that generates billions and billions of dollars per year.
Yeah. The most women who, I think it's 80% of women who earn over 6 figures do it in this profession. Mm-hmm. So that is why we're talking about empowered women building wealth, and it's so important to understand how they do it. But a pyramid scheme is when you're not getting a transfer of value for what you're investing. So, you know, if there's no product, sometimes if it's service related, but there are some great service based network people not providing something to people. So I love that we have solutions for every Tom, Dick and Harry, like everyday people who just want to improve different areas of their health or lifestyle, we have a solution for. So, but the next misconception or assumption we have is that I tend to get a bit more than the last one is that you have to harass all your friends and family. So I want you to touch on this.
So I'm really passionate about these because I just feel like there are so many people out there that aren't doing network marketing because of what they believe it to be. And in fact, when I actually speak to women, what they believe it to be is really just not the case at all. So I think it's a really big thing. People think that to do this, you've got to have a really big network, you've got to be good at sales, and you've got to be that annoying person that goes and annoys all of your friends and family. And it's just like calling them all the time, cold calling, and it's just not true. So you guys, when I came into this, I think I had 150 Facebook friends, really, really, really small social network. But yet over 4.5 years, I've managed to personally help over 250 people get started. And
so she's really excited.
She's really excited. And I built a team of over 1,250 people. So it's not who you know, it's who you meet and who you're willing to meet. And I really want to get that across. It's not all the time I have women say, I just don't know many people. And it's like, I didn't know many people either, but I was willing to learn the skills. I loved the products, so I wanted to share them, and I was willing to find a way, and I did. So it's really not who you know. She's just going to jump over here. but who you're willing to meet. And what was the other
But also,
thing?
you know, I think that's the most powerful thing is that it's better to actually connect with complete strangers, you know, and help them with their goals. And there's an amazing plethora of training on how you can connect with people. There's attraction marketing. So it's not like you're knocking on people's doors all the time. And how many of your family, how much of your family is on these products?
Yeah, so my family has used the products in the past, but none of them, definitely none of them build a business. And I think it's just, you know, I mean, we have, like, how many millionaires are there in this company where they don't have one single family member, you know, using it. So when we say millionaires, it's just someone that's cumulatively earned over $1 million with the company. And we have so many millionaires now in the company, but they'll tell you that their friends, sometimes their closest friends, and
sometimes their parents have never even tried the product. So that says it all.
It's just such a big clue. It's not who you know, but who you meet. And some of my best friends now are people that I have signed up. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's people that I didn't know before. People that I've signed up through Instagram, they've found me through Facebook, they've found my website, you know, whatever. It's just crazy. It's the world we live in now.
Yeah. And I think the next kind of one is that this isn't a real profession. It's a hobby. And do you want to touch on this or do you want me to?
You go.
So I'm such an ambassador, not just for my company, but for this bloody profession. And coming from a teaching background, it blows my mind that it's not taught in school, and we're not educated on residual income. They're preparing us to just join the workforce and, you know, be on that robotic line of, you know, doing the same thing over and over again, exchanging time for money. But the reason people don't view this as a real profession is because uncommitted people come into this and dabble. I'm just going to say it as it is. Like, I came into this with a 5-year plan. My degree alone took 4 years. How long did your nursing degree take?
3.5.
3.5. A doctor, 10 years plus, I think. You know, all these professions, an apprenticeship can take 3 to 4 years. We need to, if you're serious about creating wealth, you need to look at this and value this as a real profession and come into it with all of that same mentality that we have when we're studying to, you know, get that amazing qualifications in other fields and apply it to this profession. But I guess another reason that people don't view this as a real profession and maybe as a hobby is because so many people dabble. They come in and they go out, and they come in and they go out, and they go to a different company and then they come back, and then they go to a different company. And yeah, it's like shiny object syndrome. But this is the thing, it's in every profession. It's not just network marketing. Like, I know people who I went to uni with to become a teacher, and they did a year and then they went back and studied and did something else. And that's totally fine. Yeah. And, you know, that's just the nature of it. You've got personal trainers who will become a personal trainer and then give up and they're back in sales or admin. And, you know, that's just the nature of it. Like, so you got to remember that there's so many areas of life that the same principles and the same people do the same things, but we can't judge this beautiful profession on what a few small people do. So, and that's why we are such ambassadors for this, because I'm never leaving this company. Like, you know, it's changed everything for me, and I went in this with a 5-year mindset, and I'm a lifetimer. So I just really want to educate people on the power of this profession itself. But let's talk about how we can actually support women in this and how women can be supported in this profession. Have you got anything like that's key to you supporting other women who join you?
I was just going to say, before I kind of delve into that, you guys, like, I wasn't looking for a business. Like, I wasn't looking for a profession. Like, I didn't know what network marketing was. I'd never heard of this particular company. I was just wanting to get my health back, to just feel better. And when that happened, the business came so naturally. So I just want to, I guess, point that out. Like, this is so simple. It can first be about your health, because the product's absolutely amazing. And if the products weren't amazing, there is no way that the company would have hit $6 billion in sales this week. $6 billion in 16 years, that is a big clue. People would not continue to buy these products and reorder these products if they weren't amazing. So this is, while, you know, network marketing in this industry and this company is absolutely amazing, it always comes back to the health, because every day there are hundreds of people just
health is wealth.
Completely transformed. And that was the biggest thing for me. I went along to an event, and I remember someone said that 80%, I see if I can get this right, 80% of illness is caused by stress. So, which is crazy. 80% by stress. And lifestyle disease. And 80% of stress is caused by financial stress. So at the end of the day, we can have the best health in the world, but if we're still worried about bills, if we're still worried about money, if we're still arguing about money, we just can't be fully healthy. So it's so holistic. And so what I love about network marketing is it allows you to address your health. And if you want to, and you have no obligation to share the products with people, build a side hustle, build a business, but if you want to, you have an extraordinary opportunity to completely change your life financially. And I speak to so many women every day that are going to jobs every day that just suck the life out of them. And it just doesn't have to be that way. And I know for me, you know, I can't wait to have a baby. That's no secret.
Someone's clucking.
Just cradling the sausage dog. But, you know, I remember thinking as a nurse, I saw so many mums come back to work, and this was a big thing for me. You know, they had 3-month-old, 6-month-old, 9-month-old babies, and I remember they were still breastfeeding and they were expressing in the tea room. And I remember going home and saying to Dave, if I don't change something, that's going to be me. That's going to be us, because with our mortgage, there is no way that I'm going to be able to have a long
just
time
life.
Like
living requires money.
Life. And I remember the mentality. It was just like, well, that's just what you have to do. Because I remember, you know, asking some of these ladies, you know, would you like to stay at home longer? And they just didn't have that option. They didn't have that luxury. And to me, network marketing is that luxury. And so to me, that's what's really hard. What's not hard is building this.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, we can rewrite our normal, and you don't have to accept something if it doesn't feel good.
Yes.
Like for me, I actually was choosing my career over having a baby when I was studying to become a teacher. And I was like thinking, okay, if I apply for a job now, I have to be in it for at least a year. I have to get permanency to get paid maternity. And then I've got like 6 to 9, maybe a year off. And then I have to go back to work. And I was just like, that filled me with so much anxiety that it wasn't a choice. It was a matter of I needed to. Like and I'm just like, now I look at Sloane and people say she's the happiest baby. And I can tell you exactly why. Because she's got happy parents who are at home. And I know that not everybody wants to be at home with their partner, but for us or their kids, and that's cool because you probably are in a profession that lights you up and stay at it because we need people doing that. But if you're someone who wants something different, just know you can have it. So, but I want to go back to what you touched on, because how we support women building wealth in network marketing, you touched on it in that bit, was that you need to get to events and events need to be provided for. And we have gone to the most incredible events that have offered us $1 million training. Like Tony Robbins was there at our conference last year.
Celebration.
We've had Lisa Nichols, David Woods, we've had Preston Smiles. Like,
the exposure to, someone told me very early on that network marketing and success in network marketing is just the extent to which you grow yourself. So the more you grow yourself, so it's basically just a personal development journey attached to a compensation plan. And the more you grow yourself, the more you can earn. And we always talk about it, don't we? Like, even if we never earned another dollar with this company, what it has done for our life in terms of the friendships and the personal development. I mean, people see me, they see me on here, they see me speaking with you, and they think, oh my gosh, you're so confident, you're so passionate. Guys,
she was not like that when I first met her. Let's just say that.
It just wasn't always that way. 5 years ago, I was just so nervous, really lacked self-worth, really lacked self-confidence. And I think when you surround yourself with people that aren't accepting what everyone else is doing anymore, just like we were speaking about, just because everyone around you is going to a job every day that they don't love, it doesn't mean it's normal. It doesn't mean it's okay.
Doesn't mean it's the only way.
And when you start to surround yourself with people that are dreaming bigger, that are open-minded, it's amazing what it does to your life.
So I guess events is the first way that we support people. Then, mentorship and leadership. Like I've seen you blossom into the most incredible leader. And, that's invaluable for every single community and network, like not just in business, but in this business and profession, it builds you wealth. And then there's, calls, there's training systems, and the right network marketing company and a good network marketing company will give you those trainings and tools for free. You don't have to pay additional for. So be mindful of that as well. And what else is there that I was going to say?
It's basically just that all the tracks are there. To keep this really simple, because it is really simple, all the tracks are there for you to run on. So if I have a woman come to me tomorrow that says, yes, I want to build this business, I want to earn an extra $500 a week, like Mary said before, it's like, I can show you how to do that. This is what we're going to do. Here's step 1.
Drawing out a plan.
Here's step 3. It's all very, very simple. We have a team call every Monday night. We go through skills. We go through training. You learn it all.
And that's where it's important to partner with the right company and the right people. So that's just something to consider. But how do people join network marketing? How can people be a part of this health and wellness revolution and benefit from it?
Do you know what I will say is that 85% of the people in our company are product users. And I love that. I love that statistic, because that means that only 15% of people are sharing the products and doing the business. So there's a lot of biggest majority of people are just coming in to change their health, and once they change their health and they get along to an event and they see that this can be so much more than just a health transformation, it can be a life transformation, a financial transformation. I think that's when the business really starts. So it always, again, going back to the health, it starts with the health. I've actually had people come to me that want to do the business without caring about the health side, and I'm just not interested. Like, to me, that's just so crazy. You have
to have a value and a passion for health. Like, you can start the two at the same time. Don't get us wrong there. But, I'm not going to bring someone into this business whose health is not a priority at all. Like, they're just money hungry, and I'm money hungry, but I want to impact people, and health is my number one priority. So I guess, if you are a woman who is serious about changing your financial blueprint and your financial situation, you love helping people and you're passionate about health, or health is one of your priorities, then all you have to do is get in touch with whoever invited you to watch this, or connect with us and send us a message, and we will put a plan in place, have a chat with you about your goals, the time that you've got to commit to this, and then show you how you can do it and get to work. Like, it's as simple as that. But, I just, is there anything you'd like to end on before we do wrap this up? Because I am conscious we want to keep this, short.
No, relatively short.
I know, 40 minutes later.
40 minutes short. Just that, remember, guys, this is something that you can build in the pockets of your life. This business is so easy to do, and it's so easy not to do. And like I said, this can be whatever you want it to be. It can be that $200 a week, replacing the mortgage, dropping down your hours.
That's what it started at for us.
And the thing is, with most people, what you'll find is it does just start out those small goals. Let's get our products paid for. Let's get that $200 a week. Let's pay for our rent or our mortgage. Let's pay for
a holiday.
Let's pay off our credit card, and then
let's replace our income.
Let's replace our income, and then let's double our income. It's anything is possible. The sky is the limit, and I just want people to know that there is more if they want more.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people aren't hungry for more. You're happy with where you are, but this is for someone who looks forward to the weekend. This is for someone who's frustrated that they're wishing Monday to Friday away. Like, get that. Like, that is like crazy that you're wishing 5 days of the week away.
And I used to be that person.
I did too. I was like,
I used to be that person, like, hump day, Friday, oh my God, it's Sunday, I've got to go back to work tomorrow. And like, again, we just think, because most people are looking at life like that it's normal and that it's okay, but there's another way, and we've both found that in Network Marketing.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get paid your worth, you want to have a huge impact, you want to empower yourselves and your family and create a real legacy, then I encourage you to look real hard at this profession and drop us a line. But don't hesitate to ask us any questions if you've still got some. But we really hope that we've touched on everything. But one thing I want you to know is that you were not put on this earth to work. You're put on this earth to live, create, contribute, and
and design a life that you love. You want to get up. You deserve to get up every single day and be excited and be happy and just not dread the day.
Yeah. So we hope this has educated you guys, and thank you so much for joining us. We've had so many people jumping on, so we appreciate you all. And we'll have this recording available up on YouTube or something like that. So anyway, have an amazing Saturday.
Happy weekend. Mwah.
Has it ended? No, it hasn't ended. Awkward.